4 area. Back to the starter's flag. We'll see if we get ready to go racing this time. And the green flag is out, Frank Scott, and we're underway.
And off they go into turns 1 and 2, side by side for the lead. Jimmy Spencer edges out over the front of the number 3 of Bobby Hillen Jr. to battle for the lead. They're side by side. They made a little contact over in turn number 3, but Jimmy Spencer rolls out of the 4-turn area. He'll lead lap number 1.
Going on a very wicked spin is the number 03 machine of Harry Gann as he drops all the way back to the tail now, but out in front to the post, it's the number 12 of Jimmy Spencer. Spencer rolling that machine down around the back of the D shape, but moving up quickly, here comes Bobby Hillen.
Bobby Hillen Jr. in car number 3, currently at 2nd place. Then going 3rd, it's Cale Yarborough out of Timmonsville, South Carolina. Switch up for the number 4 spot. Richard Childress, tonight's fastest qualifier, now moves into the number 4 position, dropping Ernie Irvin back to 5th. Going 6th, it's the number 03 of Harry Gant. That's right now they divided themselves up into 2 groups of racing traffic as they come onto the front straightaway. Jimmy Spencer, along with Bobby Hillen Jr. and the number 30 machine of Cale Yarborough, have broken free by about 50 yards from the second half of the field.
But I tell you what, moving up quickly is that number 38 machine of Richard Childress. Childress starting to slice the pack a little bit in that second pack of 3. He's now getting to the turn 4 area just as they're getting across the start-finish line. It's going to be a shootout for the lead now as they head to the back. Spencer on the outside, Hillen Jr. on the inside.
They touch a little bit over in turn number 3. Hillen will drop back in line as the field heads for turn number 4. Onto the front straightaway, Cale Yarborough still rides patiently in the number 3 spot, while Richard Childress was back about 50 yards in the number 4 position, now begins chasing down the race leaders. They're side by side for the number 1 position as Bobby Hillen Jr. drops it down underneath Jimmy Spencer, gets Spencer a little sideways over in turn number 3, but Spencer leads this event out of turn number 4.
Hillen keeps dropping off the track and kicking up dirt over there on the back of the stretch, and Hillen's going to try it again as Spencer slides. Hillen now catapults his way out in front.
The defending Granger Select Race of Champions winner from a year ago, Bobby Hillen Jr. out of Midland, Texas, the new race leader, and he opens up about a car length and a half interval between himself and Jimmy Spencer. The field's back into turns 1 and 2, and once again Spencer gets a little loose. Now he gets underneath Hillen, and they're side by side on the backstretch.
Spencer manhandling his way around the inside of the number 3 machine. It's going to be even Steven as they come out of turn 3, downhill to turn 4, back to the start-finish line, this time out in front of the number 12 of Jimmy Spencer.
Spencer leads the field back into turns 1 and 2. It's become a 5-car draft for the lead as they head for the backstretch area. Bobby Hillen Jr. drops it down to the inside. Richard Childress gets underneath Cale Yarborough. He'll take over 3rd place as they head for turn 3.
The action is tightly packed as they come out of turn 4 to the white flag. The number 12, but Jimmy Spencer is still out in front, but he's still got a rearview mirror full of Bobby Hillen Jr. And now here comes Richard Childress moving up quickly.
Cale Yarborough engaged in a battle with Ernie Irvin for 4th and 5th as they move down into the number 3 turn. Over to turn number 4, it's Jimmy Spencer out of Berwick, Pennsylvania, who will lead the final lap as they come out of turn number 4. Across the line at 2nd, it was Bobby Hillen Jr., followed by Richard Childress, then Cale Yarborough, and the number 5 machine of Ernie Irvin. Absent from the event, Harry Gant dropped out of the event about 4 or 5 laps ago with problems on his number 03 machine Camaro.
All right, Frank Scott, so that's how the first event finishes up here at Louisville Speedway.